There are many things I'm known for in the world of music, but if you are a musician and we've shared the stage together, or you've come to one of my solo gigs, or a gig with Mike Westbrook, or Living Fear, or any other of my music projects, there's one thing you will always notice: my love of effects pedals. It's fair to say that I do suffer with that very common trait amongst guitarists, gear acquisition syndrome, and I am what's known as a pedal fiend, and I hold absolutely no remorse for this. I love effects pedals, I love creating sound, and I love changing them and creating new sounds. One question that does get bounded around the internet quite a lot is, could you do a whole show with just one pedal? Well, of course you can play a show with just one pedal. You can play a show with no pedals at all and plug straight into the amp. Wilco Johnson's done this for the last 50 years. However, if I was going to do a gig with just one pedal, what pedal would I choose? Well, I would hope in that analogy a tuner could be voided and you could have one anyway. Other than that, there is one pedal that I would use on its own for a show, and it's this. I used to use this pedal quite a lot in the early 2010s, certainly with the band Secrets of September, and I have now got myself another one because I miss some of the sounds that it created that I never quite got with any other pedals that I've owned. So we're going to open the box and we're going to give it a little test. And here we have the pedal itself. That is the Electro Harmonix Holy Stain. My original pedal I actually bought second hand. This one's brand new. We also have a book of instructions, but who needs them? And we have a nice chunky power supply. This is actually a lot bigger than the Electro Harmonix power supplies that I've had on previous pedals over the years, so hopefully that's a good sign. Little Electro Harmonix pedal book and a sticker. We're going to plug this in and fire it up, and we're going to have a listen to it. Okay, the guitar I'm going to use for this demonstration is this one. This is my Gretsch Streamliner 420T, which I've had for about two and a half years now. I've done some modifications to the guitar. I've changed the switch cover here, I've changed the knobs here, as you can see there, I've got silver metal ones, and I also changed the bridge because the standard bridge on this guitar is like a Les Paul style Tune-o-matic, and I always associate Gretsch's with having the rolling bridge, which is what I've got on my Tennessean, which is the guitar that I first bought when I was 17. I spent 6 weeks on a building site to buy that guitar. One little modification I'm going to make to this guitar is I'm going to change the pick guard, because I don't like this horrible black plastic pick guard. It just feels cheap and horrible. And I found a company on the internet that make replacement pick guards, and they do one in the sort of grey silver colour like I've got on my Tennessean. So when that turns up, I'm going to pop that on there. But this is a lovely guitar. I've used this a lot as like my main recording guitar, even because it's just nice to play and it's really versatile, and you know, it's a great guitar. And also when you've got no power on, it's a great guitar just to practice when, you know, late at night or whatever, because I live in a small flat and I don't want to disturb the neighbours upstairs. Well, I've got the pedal going straight into my Bugera amplifier, which is a very nice little 5-watt all-valve amp with no effects switched on and the EQ set in the middle. That is going through a 2x12 cabinet into an SM57, and then the cable comes along the floor and it's going straight into my camera. Here's the Holy Stain plugged in, and I'm going to take you through the effects, firstly with clean tone. So the first effect I've got set up is the room reverb, which is a very nice, to me sounding, nice quality reverb. And if I just turn the amount up and the mix a bit more heavier. And you can wind it all the way up. Lovely, lovely studio quality reverb there for me. Then we've got the hall reverb. Again, I shall turn it up a bit. And then whack it up to full welly. So yeah, you can get some really nice ethereal sounds using that reverb. The next effect I'm going to use is the pitch shift. Now this shifts up and down by 3 steps. However, if you keep it in the middle, you get a very satisfying chorus sound. But again, you can turn it all the way up and turn it all the way down. Then you've got the tremolo. And the amount works as a speed control on this occasion. So yeah, you've got some really great effects there on the clean sound. Now you've got this expression pedal socket here. And in essence what you can do is you can change the amount control using a foot switch. So for example, if you're on your pitch shift, you can almost go, you can almost do it a bit sort of whammy like. I don't have an expression pedal with me to hand, so I can't actually show you that demoing. Now, as well as having your basic controls here, you've got a master volume control, a tone control, and then you've got your distortion or clean sound. Okay, so we've got the colour set in the middle and we're on the drive sound. Then we can move into the fuzz end of things. Stick some reverb on. So yeah, I love that fuzz sound. I really liked it when I first had the pedal and I like it now. But I think that the bright on the colour to me has a little bit more bite. Now if we go for say the pitch shift and we turn it right down, you get a really nice sort of proggy sort of sound for doing your solos. So yeah, I really like that sound with the overdrive. And then of course you add a bit of tremolo with it if you like. I need to turn the mix up a bit. And then of course you can get your classic sort of goth rock sound. Yeah, you know, I think this pedal's got some really great tones to it. Obviously, if your amp's cranked up a bit more, you can make a bit more of the fuzz and the overdrive. As I say, I'm playing through a very small, low wattage amp with the volume turned right down because I live in a small flat and I don't particularly like disturbing the neighbours. And for me, this pedal really wins on the clean tones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little demo of this pedal. It's been around for a long time, and like many things on the internet, you can find people that have done mods to these. They've added extra pots, added extra controllers. The only downside to this pedal, to make this the absolute perfect all-in-one, is that I felt that you could have put maybe about there a switch to turn the drive on and off. But most of the time, if you're going to use this in any kind of setting, you generally just want to get a good sound out of it for what the song you're playing and then change it for the next one. So from that point of view, it's ideal. And for something under £100, you just get it gives you so much more than just plugging your guitar straight into the amp. So as I said, next time I'm out playing, whenever that will be, incidentally today, in between me doing the unboxing of this pedal and this little segment, was when we found out when we're coming out of lockdown. So hopefully there will be more live gigs later in the year, and if there are, certainly if I'm, for example, playing with my good friend Russell Sinclair with his blues band, then I'm going to take this pedal with me and just have that and an amp, and I think it'll be great. And maybe even as next solo gig I might take that pedal out. It's certainly going to be something I'm going to keep hold of this time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little review. I know this pedal's been around a long time and you've probably seen lots of reviews on the internet already, but it's a piece of gear I like, and so I thought you might like it too. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and hopefully there'll be more videos coming your way soon.